Okay, I thought that Virginia Tech played a really good game. We came back there in the second half, took the lead, and I thought had some momentum, and then we got the big penalty, I think, that really kind of changed the game. If you could point to one thing that changed the game, we're going to be up 5, and they're punting from inside their 10 or 12-yard line. We have a chance to get the ball back, and instead they get a first down and go down and score a touchdown and retake the lead. So, it's disappointing. I thought that Virginia Tech played well and did what they had to do. They kept the ball for the most part, and after the first 2 drives, I think they scored every time they had the ball except the one time they turned it over. And we couldn't match them. Questions?
Raise your hand if you have a question.
Coach, I know that typically one play doesn't decide a game, but you mentioned that penalty. You had them 3 and out after you guys had come back from 21-10 down. Is there any way to describe, I guess, just how much air was taken out of your team once that flag hit the field and you realized what happened?
Well, it was huge, and you compound it with the fact that then they drive it down and score. So it's like I said, instead of going up, getting the ball back somewhere around midfield of 5 with all the momentum, maybe you got a chance to go up 2 scores. And in that game, you needed to be up 2 scores. I mean, the way the game was going. And, it changed, and I couldn't see what happened. I mean, the play was dead, it seemed like forever, and they never blew the whistle or never, the guy just kept trying to move, and we couldn't ever get the guy down anyway. I mean, he must have averaged 8 yards on quarterback sneaks. So he's a big, strong guy.
Have you seen anything like that where you couldn't stop a guy in a sneak like that? He got 8 yards. It looked like a fullback out there running the ball.
No. No, I hadn't seen anything like that. You asked me, the answer would be no.
Is that 2-score margin that you referred to why you elected to go for it on 4th down? Charles on it in the field.
No, I elected to go for it on 4th down because I felt like we needed to score. Yeah, whatever. I mean, it's 4th and 1, but I think since the second possession of the game, if I'm correct, we didn't stop them. So we needed to go down and score, and I thought we could make a yard, and we didn't. We didn't do a very good job with the play. Maybe it could have been a better play call. We didn't execute the one that was called very well either.
How banged up was Jay Finch? It seemed like he was kind of gutting through it out there for you.
I have no idea till you watch the tape. I mean, I know we had a couple of late snaps, but till you watch the tape inside, you don't have any idea. I know we had a hard time blocking 98. We had a couple of busts, and the other thing that hurt us in the first half was I think it was the second time we got the ball, or we scored. We kick off, they start on the 10-yard line, flip the field, punt us out on the 7. And we had a chance for a really big play, the first play that we pitched the ball, and we busted two assignments. We pitched off no one, and we blocked the wrong guy and turned the guy loose. And then on 3rd down, we had a drop, I think. And it was, just kind of lost momentum there too, and got off one of our 30-yard punts and, flipped the field. But you have to give them credit. They flipped the field. They took it from the 10 and put it down there.
Coach, you said on previous occasions that you don't think bye weeks have very much to do with offense and defensive coordinators' preparation. But do you think that defensive coordinator or an offensive coordinator might have an advantage during a bye week?
I really don't think it's that big a deal. You know, I mean, I think you can take things and make them whatever you want to make them. You know, take their defense, for instance. I thought they played well, but they were giving up 80 yards a game and 15 points a game, so it was almost double. You know, their offense, you have to give them credit because they probably came close to doing the same thing to us, you know. I think that when you play good teams, it certainly doesn't hurt to have extra time, certainly. I mean, you get, you know, you're more aware of what they're doing. But I don't think it's as big a deal. I'm just still not convinced. I think if you go back and look, when you play good teams, you'll find that it's a problem because they're good teams. If you play teams that aren't as good, not as big a deal.
Coach, they were able to convert quite a few third and longs by passing the ball. Was there anything that they were doing in particular that made it so hard to get them off the field in those situations?
Well, we weren't getting a whole lot of pressure, and they were throwing it and catching it pretty good. I don't know what their third down, 10 of 16, yeah, it's pretty good. Considering they had a bunch of 3rd and 11s, 3rd and 12s, 3rd and, you know, really the first series of the game, we had them in 3rd and 12, and they convert. And we were very fortunate that the punter punted it in the end zone because instead of, you know, having them stopped and getting the ball in good field position, we ended up taking it over on our 20. And those things are big. I mean, it's kind of hidden yardage when that happens. But, yeah, they converted a lot of 3rd and longs. Play right before halftime really hurt, too, the touchdown pass.
Coach, I imagine there's all sorts of things that are going to bother you about this game, but when you're thinking about what kind of slipped away, is there anything in particular that you guys weren't able to do or didn't do that's going to bother you the most?
Well, honestly, we just didn't make enough plays. We just didn't get it done. You know, I mean, offense, defense, special team, nobody got it done. You know, offensively, we weren't efficient enough. We didn't score enough points. Defense, we had a hard time stopping the run. I mean, if you led teams normally, I don't know what they rushed for. 267, they outrushed us. When teams do that, not usually going to win.
2 more questions.
Coach, have you spoken with Tauchu, and if so, what did you say to him?
No, I hadn't spoken to him. I mean, I couldn't see what happened. Could you see from what happened? Well, we'll see it on the tape.
Anything else?
I mean, if that's what happened and looked like it, that seems pretty uncharacteristic of Jeremiah.
Yeah, that's the first time that something like that's happened. I would think that's uncharacteristic.